So what would it take for the prospects that need your services to start calling you for an appointment to the point that you're staying booked solid all the time? Hi everyone, I'm Lynn Gibson, founder of the Gibson Group, the system branding experts for professional advisors and creator of the DNA, Distinct Natural Advantage program. Well, some would say to stay booked solid, you need $1 million ad campaign and be a guest on the Oprah show. But stay with me here for about 10 minutes, because if you're a financial advisor, an attorney, a CPA, a website designer, a fitness trainer, a realtor, or anyone who provides advice or owns a service business, I'm going to show you an easy way to attract new clients like you have never seen before. And do so without you changing anything about you or the work you do, and at a very low cost. So, okay, here's the number one question I hear every day from professional advisors. Lynn, I'm very good at what I do, and I deliver great value with my advice. So why am I not attracting more clients? Well, as a former financial advisor, I lived this issue for 20 years before I found the solution. The marketing gurus say you just need to learn how to be a better networker, be warmer, friendlier, more entertaining, kind of like a Jay Leno style professional advisor, and that's how you will attract them in. But most of these gurus are star salespeople with personality plus, and it just comes so natural for them. Their definition of fun would be spending the day cold calling to sell grave plots. But let's face it, professional advisors are mostly the technical types, designed more for analyzing problems and finding solutions than hosting an entertainment event. Very few advisors feel comfortable prospecting, and that's why I wanted to do this video, to share with you a message I've been delivering to all types of advisors across the country through speeches and seminars. There is a way to revolutionize your marketing efforts without having to change who you are. Here's how. Take the advisory service you offer, don't change a thing, and put it into a system that you can name, brand, and trademark. Let me explain it this way. Has there ever been a time when a hot new product came out within your industry or a hobby that you know really well? It's so simple you cannot believe you didn't think of it. Usually it's an idea or a concept you've been using for years, even better than the people who came out with a product. Have you seen the infomercial for the P90X workout tapes? Every time I see it, I'm thinking all the fitness trainers everywhere must want to kick themselves, because those same exercises they've been doing for years. It gets put into a basic system with a big name and it makes millions. The fact is, most big-time advisors don't do it any better than you or I. They just have taken what they do every day and found a way to better communicate their message. You see, great marketing today requires you within 15 seconds to attract your prospect, draw them in, and then you got about 3 minutes to tell your story in such a compelling way your prospect wants to know more. In fact, in such a way they will call you for more information or to set an appointment. Now, most people think this can't be done without spending thousands of dollars to hire a high-profile marketing firm and then spend millions to buy a spot during the Super Bowl. But I can show you how you can do this very inexpensively. The trick is to take what you do, the services you offer, don't change a thing, and break it down into a series of steps that you can name, that are part of an overall process that you can name, brand, and trademark, and brochure. So how do I know this? Well, I know it because I used this idea in my own investment advisory business, and it ignited an incredible growth. Let me give you a little history. I grew up in rural East Tennessee in a wonderful family, but with limited resources. My father was a truck driver and my mother worked in the Little Debbie cake factory. I had 3 older brothers who I watched get married right out of high school, and then off they went to the construction site swinging a hammer. But I was determined to be different, and I didn't want to follow in their footsteps, so I didn't. I was married before I was out of high school, stocking shelves at Kmart with 3 kids before I knew what happened. But when I was growing up, I always had an interest in business, buying and selling bicycles and motorcycles. So when I turned 18, I started selling life insurance. At 20, I passed the securities exam and was selling mutual funds, and at age 25, I started my own investment advisory firm and then spent 20 years building it one client at a time, only to eventually hit the ceiling of complexity. That's when you're at your best in terms of knowledge and ability. You can close any deal you get in front of. But your existing success keeps you so busy, there's no time to do all the follow-up required to get new clients. So your growth flattens like you're on a treadmill. And that was my situation until one day I had a breakthrough. And it had to do with the way I communicated my services. Look, like you, most of the new clients came from chance encounters when I would meet someone at a cocktail party or a luncheon or maybe a charitable event. After a few minutes, the person you meet will ask, "So, Lynn, what work do you do?" And I would say, "Well, I'm an investment advisor." And then there's that 1-minute window when they are usually willing to hear more, and that's your chance to draw them in. And so I followed with, "Well, we listen to your investment goals and objectives, then we analyze your current portfolio, prepare a plan of action to meet your objectives, implement the plan, and then monitor it over the years to make sure you stay on track." Now, most of you recognize that speech because it's the same boring one you use during your 1-minute opportunities. It rarely got a response, so I left with their business card and started chasing them the next day. And maybe with call after call, I would get an appointment for them to come in, but you just run out of time and the desire to do that once you get a few clients. And that's what's killing your growth. What's sad is that most of you are so good at what you do, if you could just get the prospect to sit down with you for an hour to hear your whole story, you're going to close the deal. But your 1-minute opportunities are terrible because bullet points have never motivated anyone to take action. And that's your ceiling of complexity. You need a marketing tool that doesn't require you to say or do anything, and you can get one by taking the service you're providing right now and put it into a 6 or 8-step system that you can name, brand, and brochure. And that's what I did. And then when I was asked what I do, I would say, "I'm the creator of the Retirement Freedom Solution, a 6-step system to a worry-free retirement." Now, that catches attention. And that first step I used to describe as, we listen to your goals and objectives. In my system, it became the life vision conversation. And the step where we prepare an action plan, it became the personal roadmap. And the step of monitoring to stay on track, I called that the Confident Life System, all explained in a simple brochure. Now let me tell you, being able to say I was the creator of the Retirement Freedom Solution, that made people want to hear more. So instead of chasing them for an appointment, they started calling me. But even more profound were the other changes in my business. I started seeing it as a system I could teach other people to operate, which greatly freed up my time and built real value in the business because it didn't depend solely on me anymore, which meant that it was saleable. So I did. And I use my time now to tell this story to other professional advisors. So is putting what you do into a branded system really that easy? No. It's not easy because of 2 roadblocks I hear every day. First, "Lynn, what I do isn't that special." It's not that special. It's just a service we provide. A big name would just be overdoing it. Well, let me tell you, your services are no big deal to you because you do it every day. But your clients and customers think that what you do is amazing. Many of them couldn't make it without you. You know, I once had a conversation with a brain surgeon, and I was marveling at his work. He told me what he did really wasn't that difficult once you get the hang of it. He did it 10 times a day. Come on, brain surgery? Really? But what he thought was simple was life-saving to my wife when he repaired an aneurysm in her head and she was back to normal the next day. People, you are all selling yourself so short. The second objection I hear is, "But Lynn, what I do cannot be put into a system. All of our clients have unique needs that require different services." Well, maybe that's true, but how is it that every day in the city, thousands of people get into their cars at different times, going lots of different places, one hodgepodge mess? But from 5,000 feet looking down, you can see they're all going in a predictable pattern. If you would get out of your business and look at it from the outside in, you'll see there's a consistent pattern that can be put into 6 or 8 steps. And here's the good news. I can show you how to do this for free. Show you how to turn what you do without changing anything, step by step, into a process that you can name, brand, and brochure, so that you can sell your system instead of selling what you do. If you want to stand out from the crowd and start having new client prospects call you, then you've got to see this. Just put your name, email address in that box below the screen there. Tell us your profession, and I'll send you this video instantly for free. Also, you'll start receiving our DNA Monday message, a quick 3-minute or so video every Monday with a unique idea or thought that will get you excited about your business for the upcoming week, all free. Sign up now and get this free video, because really, you know you need to market your business better, and if marketing is not your distinct natural advantage, I can show you how it can be. Now, I can't get you on the Oprah program, but I can show you how to book yourself solid. Sign up, and I'll be seeing you again in just a minute.